Hi everyone, we are going to be stepping in and doing the drugstore makeup video today. So I've just gotten everything together. I had to pick up a few things that I didn't really have, or I was really running low on and needed more of anyway. So I got everything out. We're gonna go through each of it. Some of it I've used, some of it I have not used. So I have a lot of mixed things. I have some things from Profusion, Elf, Maybelline, Covergirl. This one is from L'Oreal. This is from Maybelline. I have some Milani. And then also I just have a couple things from Colourpop because they're kind of in between. They're a drugstore. They're not a drugstore brand, but they're also not a luxury brand. They're kind of in that in between. I think that's kind of where Juvia's falls as well, as they're kind of that in between stage. So we're gonna step in and do kind of play with all of that today. I also went and picked up some of the Coty Airspun loose face powder. It comes in this giant container that's gonna last forever. So I've cleaned my face off, and only thing I wore today earlier, I had a doctor's appointment, so I just threw some stuff on my face, was just, you know, foundation and stuff. So cleaned all that off. We're gonna start from scratch. We're gonna cover up this little guy, and hopefully the foundation that we picked up, we can build it up to full coverage. I believe it's kind of a medium coverage. It does have hyaluronic acid in it and some collagen, so it's gonna make you feel really good. And we're just gonna talk about some random things. We're gonna talk about the new year. Yeah, just have a good conversation, a little candid video while we do it. So yeah, we'll start first by priming our face. And I'm gonna get my hair out of my way. My hair is going to be touched up this month, and I can't wait because I had the balayage done, which is what I wanted. That way when it grew out, it wasn't, you know, horrendous, but I'm enjoying being a blonde right now. I've never been blonde in my entire life. Well, not physically, but if you know me, I've had some moments. But it's been so much fun. I've gotten so many compliments on it. We're going to start out with the e.l.f. Hydrating Face Primer. These products, everything I got, you can get at Walmart, except Colourpop. The only thing, you can get these sometimes at Ulta. Some of your Ultas carry it, some don't. Our Ulta in Pensacola carries a little bit. I think they have like an end cap of Colourpop. But if you go to the one in Dustin, they have like a whole section. So each one's different. But the only thing I'm going to use from Colourpop is a blush and a bronzer. So that's it. I didn't get anything that you couldn't get somewhere else. Your Walmart brands are perfectly fine. The one bronzer I was looking for is from Wet n Wild. And I couldn't find the one I wanted. So I just kind of skipped it and was like, I'll just use something I have at home. So I cleaned my face. I just kind of sprayed a toner on it. It's not drugstore, so I do my normal thing. And we're going to use this. I use a moisturizer that's also not drugstore, but I don't want to use a different moisturizer on my face because my face gets a little angry with all the different things that I try out. But if you're curious about what moisturizer I use, it comes in this really pretty little container. This is from Juno Co. It's the Moonshine Miracle Face. If you've ever been looking at moisturizers and you've seen the Tatcha face primer or moisturizer, this is kind of a dupe for that. And I remember when I first got this, the packaging, I'm a sucker for packaging. I think that if you put a lot of thought into your packaging, then your product is probably just as good, which is probably not the best way to look at it. But I really like it. Comes with a cover. I love anything that has a cover on it for traveling. That way everything stays inside. So I use this before I prime and everything, but we're gonna skip this step just for this video. So if you want to know where to get this, let me know. I can, I'll list it below. I'll link it. That's fine. Just so you guys can go in there. I actually got on a special where you buy one, you got one free, and that's a $35 moisturizer, but it lasts you forever. A little bit goes a long way. So we're going to step in with the hydrating moisturizer. My face, I have combination skin, so sometimes this can be, you know, too much. Sometimes not. If I don't really moisturize through my T-zone, 9 times out of 10, that's where you're probably going to have more moisture than you want. So I do most of it out here. Then I just kind of rub my fingers through the middle, but I don't concentrate on this area. And also to remember when you're moisturizer or priming or anything where you're rubbing your face, don't pull your face down. Gravity was going to do that anyway. We don't need help. We don't need help with wrinkles. So moisturize, circles, upwards to your eyes, okay? We're already gonna be at a deficit later in life and gravity's just like against us. So love yourself now, practice good facial stimulation and whatnot. Go this way, go this way, even when you're cleaning your face. One thing I will tell you too, and I need to do it now, is a lot of people don't realize that I shave my face. No, your hair will not grow back black, nor will it grow back really, really, really thick. It is amazing. Once you start doing it, you will not go back to not doing it. I actually use this right here from the Flawless brand. It's the one with the little light on it. I like it just because you can see the little shadows of the hair. I can do a video on this, or I can link one where I actually watched Jaclyn Hill do it, and that's how I learned how to do it. It makes your face makeup just lay down so much more clear and flawlessly. I love the way it looks, so I do it all the time. You need to make sure you clean your face really, really, really good, because you're just opening up. It exfoliates at the same time. So you need to make sure that you're cleaning your face, you're taking care of your face on the days that you do it, because you're opening up your face to the air and everything in it. So you don't want to mess that up and end up with a nasty face. Just saying. So the next thing we're going to step in with is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. This is amazing. It was a little hard to find for a while. People just kept buying it off the shelf. It's like a $5 to $6 primer. Comes in this little thing too. This is also another Tatcha dupe. This is I'm so sorry. The moisturizer I use is a Charlotte Tilbury dupe. That is a $100 moisturizer. This is the Tatcha primer dupe. So, sorry about that. But yeah, I like to find a lot of dupes. I watch a lot of videos to learn, you know, like the differences between the two. This is a really, really good drugstore primer. I like it. I've used it often. Same thing on here. A little bit goes a long way. Go upwards. And I use 1 to 2 fingers when I'm doing this. I don't know why. Maybe it feels more like a massage. I don't know. But it feels really good. And you want to make sure you get in all the nooks and crannies of your face. Hopefully you don't have a lot, but you know, if you do. No one's judging here. Judge-free zone here. Get in there. I still get in the habit too of going the other way with my fingers this way. I don't know why it's a natural rotation of my fingers, but it does not look very appealing that way. Maybe that's why everyone does that way. But go upwards. You know, you're putting on primer and everything days on end. Eventually that's going to wear your face. So, and I'm only putting a little bit on my fingers at a time. Typically if I'm just doing this off camera, I would put a lot more and just like go in with it. And I'd already be past this step, but we're just gonna talk and go through this in the mornings when I'm getting ready. My beauty room is also a room I share with our cats, because we put them away at night because they love to love on us at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I love my sleep a lot. And I want to continue to love my cats. So we put them away. So in the mornings they like to watch me put on my makeup. I don't know why. So I usually have one cat on my desk and the other one's in the bed watching. So now we are primed. You want to wait just a few minutes between your primer and any sort of moisturizer you put on your face. Wait a few minutes. I usually wait like 2 to 5 minutes, just depending on what I'm doing. I'm not in a hurry in the mornings. Not always. Probably should be. That's why I always try to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, even if I have to be work at 7 or 8. Usually I don't ever have to be at work at 8. It's always 7 or 7:30 at the latest. But that way I can just sit here. I can make sense of the world that early in the morning. I don't think the world should start that early in the morning. There's what needs to be done that early in the morning. Nothing. You can't tell me anything. Nothing's going to justify that. So totally lost my train of thought. Doesn't surprise me at all. The next thing we're going to do is we are going to go in with our foundation. The next foundation we're going to use, I actually watched a Kelly Strack video yesterday. She is one of my favorite beauty YouTubers. She compared this one to one of Rihanna's. Rihanna owns the Fenty beauty line, which every product I've ever seen on that line has been amazing. I have not personally used anything, but everything that I've played with in Sephora has been amazing. I have not really seen any bad reviews on any of her stuff. There's things that you could live without. Like, do you actually need them? No. But do you want them? Would it be great in your collection? Absolutely. And I think that's what's so fun about makeup is you can find dupes and everything, but then sometimes there's just stuff that when you get it, it's just nice to have, you know? And that's kind of how I feel about some of the things that I have in mine, is that it's just nice to have the things that you're like, yeah, I'm really glad that I actually have that specific brand. Then there's other things where I'm like, I'm not going to spend that much on that. I can get that over here, and I'm just fine with that. Would I spend $100 on a moisturizer? No. No, I'm sorry. There are too many moisturizers on the market. I think that I just can't justify spending that much money on one item. I just can't. I mean, that thing better be life-changing. It better change this face like a plastic surgeon is all I'm going to say. So now that we've let this sit for a moment, we're going to shake this up. I hope I shade matched okay, because I wish that they had where you could actually test these out without opening them. There were a couple who were already open, so I was like, not gonna, I don't want to do that. So it's going to take a couple of little. We're only going to go in with 2 little squares. I don't know how full coverage this is actually going to be. So, get out of there, hairs. Yeah, this is definitely not a full coverage. But perhaps we could build it up to be. I don't mind building up things, because if I just want to go in where it's one of those days where I just want to wear a little bit of something like a BB cream or something like that, but this gives me a little bit more coverage, I'm okay with that. But if I want to go in and actually, you know, cover that up, I need to know that it's going to be there too, to do that. I have a lot of BB creams because during the summer when I'm actually tan, if I ever make it out to the beach enough, since I do actually live in Florida, that's all I really like to wear. I don't wear a lot of full coverage during the summer. Once I do I will do a video over luxury brands as well. But once I do that, I have to be a little more tan, because those shades are for when I am actually tan. I usually do a self tanner at home, but I haven't been doing that. So yesterday I chose not to post anything about New Year's and New Year's resolutions. Henry was outside tinkering with car stuff, and I was just in the house. I watched a little TV. I was with the dogs, and I cleaned, you know, played around, caught up on all my beauty videos and all that. And I read everyone else's, and I love to cheer people on. I love to see people set goals. I love to see people reach their goals. I love to see people make bigger goals, because it's always good to strive. One of my most favorite videos that every time I see it cycle around, I share it, is from Matthew McConaughey, and it's the one where he's talking about his hero 5 years from now, and he just keeps chasing him because he never reaches him. It's one of the most inspiring speeches I've ever heard. So I think it's always great to know that you are constantly growing and can grow and set goals for yourself and for your partner and and being together or as a family. So I just, you know, I really thought hard about a lot of things yesterday, and I was like, you know, the last few years have been not the greatest. We'll see if we can get through this without crying. I know 2017, I was hit so hard with losing my dad and losing a friend to addiction, that I used to be like right in the middle of, and then losing my childhood best friend. I didn't know what to do with myself. You know, in that same year is the year I met Henry, and at a time when I was completely broken, I didn't know how to make it out of that year. Henry really brought a lot out of me. It was finally someone who was here, and then he just stayed, and well, now we're married. And then, you know, 2018 came around. I lost 3 of my fur children very, very close together. And it was just kind of like, okay, we're going to do this again. Death has just been such a big part of my life those 2 years, that I just kind of felt numb. I was like, how am I supposed to be happy with all this stuff going on in my life? But I've had so much loss, so much hurt, you know, and there were a lot of things I was questioning. Yeah, a lot of things I was questioning. And I'm really thankful for the friends and the family I had around me. When my dad died, my friend drove me halfway home, and my family picked me up and drove me the rest of the way. And, you know, on the way back, it was someone picked me up halfway. And I'm so thankful to have people in my life that are so selfless. I'm thankful to have people in my life who know that even though we don't talk every day, we got each other's backs, because people are busy. Life gets in the way, and it's okay that people don't talk every day. There are people here, you know, one of my best friends here, our conversations go on for days and days and days, weeks at a time. And it's the same conversation because we just don't respond every single day. We're going to do another pump and build this up. But I do not like the quote that people will make time for what they want to have time for, because to me that screams that that's an insecurity on your part, not theirs. Sometimes people are genuinely busy, and the people they know will understand, do understand. And when they reconnect, they're like, okay, people are stressed enough. They are under enough pressure from whatever they're busy with. They probably want a quiet moment. And when they get that quiet moment, it's probably not very long. They don't need someone saying, well, I saw you do this, or you responded to that one, and try to justify those things. They just need someone to say, hey, I understand, I know. Life, ha, 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 it gets in the way. Because that's what I do. I laugh it off. You know, people are busy. So that made a little bit more full coverage. However, I think if you're wanting something like 100% full coverage, this is probably not what you should reach for. And this is a Maybelline Dream Radiant Liquid. This also comes, I actually have this in, there you are. This is more of like a full coverage protective makeup sunscreen. So this is more like a BB cream. It's the same brand. So I use this during the summer when I'm dark. But like I was saying, like, people don't need to hear that sort of attitude when they're already under enough pressure. So I think having good people in your life is really, really important to self-growth as well. And most of my friends now have moved out of the state. You know, I moved to Florida from Texas, and most of the people that I knew when I moved here now live away. And it's just me here. I have no family here. I just have friends that have become family, and I'm blessed to have them as well. So my point is that yesterday I was just reflecting on a lot of things. For Christmas, my stepmom got us a Bear made of my dad's work shirt. And it hit me like a ton of bricks when we opened those gifts. It was one of the most personal, selfless, thoughtful gifts I've ever received. And it put me in a weird place mentally for a few days, longer than a few days. I came home and I put it on my counter, excuse me, my dresser, and I just watched it. I didn't watch it, that's creepy, but I sat it on there and I didn't really know what to do with it. I woke up and I would see it, and it's almost like I would try to ignore it, like a pink elephant in the room. Elephants are always pink in my world. And I realized I've never felt closer to my dad since he passed away. Now he's like this thing that's there. I feel closer to him, and it made me feel really good once I focused on that. Once I was like, this is good. You know, now I feel he's not so far away. I don't feel like I have to go to the cemetery to see him. My best friend's mom gave me one of Heather's necklaces. She loved turtles. So I have a lot of turtle stuff. My mom bought me a turtle bracelet last year. She got me another one this year. Anytime I see turtles, I feel home. I feel like Heather is around. It's hard to grow up with someone and then suddenly they're gone. I'm thankful I got to tell her goodbye. I'm thankful that her family is still my family. There's a lot of things I'm thankful for. I will always wish that we had more time, but I'm thankful for the time that we had together. We had great memories. Great memories. But I chose not to set, I don't want to say not set a goal for 2020, but my goal for 2020, I guess you could call it a goal, was just to grow in many different aspects of my life. I want to grow in my makeup videos. I want to grow on my blog that I used to do. I want to grow with my friends, with my family, with Henry. I just want to grow. I want to grow. I want to help other people grow. I want to help everyone around me blossom. That's what I want to do. I want to spread so much positivity that's all I attract. I don't want the negativity in my life. I just don't have the time or the energy for it. And I think that there's been so much of that lately that it's taken so much joy out of my life. And I realize I'm not even doing makeup right now. I am just not ranting, but talking. I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer. This is a dupe for the Tarte Shape Tape, which I love. It's not horribly expensive, and I'm not even sure where my Tarte Shape Tape went, so I can't even show you the bottle. Must mean I need more. We're going to conceal down our nose a little bit. This oxidizes. I know it looks like I just put white right down my face. Scared me to death first time I put it on. Don't worry, ladies. But definitely try to shade match yourself. It does dry a little fast, so work a little quick. Like I told you before, I sometimes conceal a lot. Sometimes I don't. We're just going to conceal all these secrets. We're definitely going to conceal that guy. He is not welcome to the party. So, yes, for 2020, that is my goal, is to just grow. Grow and help others grow. You know, earlier I went to actually go see my psychiatrist today. I am not secretive about mental illness. It is a part of me. I will educate as much as I can anytime I'm open or allowed to. I will. I'll mention on my channel all the time. My blog, part of that is about mental illness. And I'm not ashamed of it. It took me a long time to be comfortable with myself and how I was feeling. I realized that for a very long time that my medication wasn't working. And I'm very honest about that because I think you know yourself more than anyone else. Hold on one second. Sorry, baby. Sorry, baby. Mama didn't mean to take your bed. Here you go. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Here you go, Squatch. Took the cat's bed for makeup. And if something doesn't feel right with you and you're on medications, and if you have a partner, be honest with them. Say, hey, I don't feel good. This is why. This is what's going on. And don't be ashamed. Don't feel ashamed, you know. Because that's what they're there for. And they need to be aware too of how you're feeling. No one should be ashamed of having feelings that don't feel right. And by feel right, I mean any feelings, whether you feel that you are feeling suicidal, that you feel like you don't belong, that you are not wanted, any of those feelings that are not normal to you. Oh, you need to blend, girl, because you are not. Oh, needs to oxidize faster. But I tell Henry all the time how I'm feeling. He reads me like a book. I'm so undeserving of him. Sometimes I am not the nicest person. I'm snappy, I'm irritable, and he'll tell me, you know, like, this is what's going on, you know, like, you're just kind of a little snappy today. And sometimes I notice it, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I want to talk about it, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I just need time to talk about whatever's bothering me. And sometimes I don't know what's bothering me, which is probably the worst of it. But I finally gotten to see a psychiatrist. I see a therapist all the time. All the time. I think everyone should see a therapist. Lord, we all need it. I feel like the closer to a therapist, the closer to Jesus, baby. But it's great just to talk to someone and be able to say anything that you want to say. I look like a clown. And know that it's a safe zone. Like, there's no one here judging you. No one here to tell you that you shouldn't feel that way. No one to shame your feelings. I remember saying, Millie was my problem child. She had so much anxiety. And I remember I was so frustrated with her. Like, I couldn't help her anymore. I didn't know what to do with her. She was causing me a lot of stress. And like, I just couldn't win with her. I didn't know what to do with her. And I remember telling my therapist, I was like, I just feel like I hate her. And she was my daughter. Like, that dog, I loved her. Oh my gosh, she was my baby girl. Sassy, I'd put a bow in her hair and she'd thump that thing right out. Y'all know how it is with girls. I don't have children. I can't have children. My husband can't have children. So for children, that's what we do. And that's why we have 5, a bearded dragon and Corny the frog. I love them. I never knew a reptile could be so affectionate, but yeah, turns out they can. We're gonna let that like oxidize a little bit. Pray to the concealer gods and let that work a little bit. So yeah, don't be ashamed of any of your feelings. Like, if you ever feel not right, speak about it. You never know, like, if your story is going to inspire someone else's story or save their lives. It is so, so, so important to speak about yourself. So there we go. There's my soapbox. We're gonna move on. We're gonna keep praying these concealer gods a little bit, okay? I feel like I look like one of those geisha girls. So funny. Oh, girl. And nothing can do that concealer. I could pour water down my face right now. All right. So that is starting to settle. The next thing we would actually do is set everything down with the Coty Airspun powder. And I'm going to do one eye with my sponge. I'm going to do another eye with a brush. I'm going to see which one comes out better, actually. Because I've seen it done. I've seen it done both ways all the time. But I'm going to pull another product out. I will tell you too, because you're going to see this at the store. I tried this e.l.f. Perfect Finish HD powder. I wasn't really a fan, and I'm going to tell you why. I obviously hit pan on this. The thing was, is I didn't use it a lot. I used a sponge. And yeah, I only used it, I could probably count on, like less than 10 times, I swear. I didn't use it a lot because I have a lot of setting powders. And it did that. So I was a little disappointed in that. So I have the banana powder and the Wet n Wild. We're going to put that under our eyes. I'm going to use that to put under my eyes. So the banana powder just kind of brightens your eyes. Yes. So we're just gonna do a little tap tap in the lid. Like I said, I'm still gonna do one with the brush. I'm gonna do one with the sponge, which is damp. My sponges are always damp, always. So, that camo concealer though. And I do it on top of my eye. Get up there, girl. So, tell me down below, like, what goals you set for 2020. I would really, really love to know. Because I think, like I said, goals are important for self-growth. You know, I just sat there and said I was going to use a brush. I mean, a sponge on one side and a brush on the other, and your girl didn't. One thing I do is I go through here and where my eyes crease, before I set it, I get rid of it because you can see it later. And I don't like that. Here we go. So, one thing too, I know that I have to work on is my communication. Henry and I communicate pretty well. However, there are times where I do go kind of inside my head and I just kind of stop. And, you know, that projects on him that he's done something wrong, which is not fair. It's not fair to him, you know. As I told my psychiatrist this morning, I was like, he doesn't know where to stop or go. Like, how fair is that to him? He'll end up in there with me for his own treatments, being with me. So that just kind of brightens up your eye a little bit. I do like the Wet n Wild. Wet n Wild is actually a really good brand. I just wish I could have found the one bronzer I was looking for them. But it's really hard to find. It's a Cabana one, and man, I know Ulta has it, but I wasn't going that way today. So maybe another day we'll play with that one. And then what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to use the Coty Airspun powder all over my face to set everything down. I don't use the same powders to set down my whole face as I do my eyes. So, and then we may just actually, oh, I didn't get it out. Bummer. There's another powder I have from Wet n Wild that I've hit pan on that I actually like. This is the pressed powder, and it's a photo focus. We're going to use this all over the face. Like right in here, on here. I'm just all over the place in this video. This does have a little tint to it. This is just going to help to kind of put everything together. I tell you too, nice thing about baking too, it really, really brightens up that under eye. You can bake with just about any translucent powder really. Is if you get fallout from your eyeshadows, it catches it. So when you like brush it away, you brush away those flakes too. So that's one thing I like about baking. I don't bake all the time, simply because I'm like, I don't know, I kind of feel dumb when I do it. I don't know why, but so even now, look at us. We're all one color again. Okay, so I feel like I need to adjust this lighting again. I am going to be playing with lighting too in a lot of my videos. I'm going to be getting a different camera, actually a real YouTube actual camera. I'm going to be, I have all kinds of lighting equipment, but setting that giant thing up, it's a lot to set up because it's got like the backdrop and everything. It's a lot of work. And I want to put it in a place where I can actually like leave it up and then not have to worry about taking it down. So that's going to involve me like setting up a whole nother area to record in. So I am opening up the Coty Airspun powder, and I just got the translucent powder because I already had a banana powder. I didn't want a tinted powder, and it's got that little clear thing that's covering all the little holes, and it's tearing, so I'm having to like really be careful over. I'm gonna have to be like digging off little pieces of it, and that's not gonna make me very happy. See, we're missing the middle. That doesn't make me very happy. Good news is it came right up. So here we go. Tappy tap tap tap. I always put it in the lid just because it's easier. So we're gonna put a fair amount in there because we're gonna bake away. And you always want a powder that's really finely milled. It smells really good. It smells so fresh. This is also when you bake too. This is one reason why I always keep one clean, like nice fluffy brush. That way when you're baking, you don't have to worry about it. So let's see if we can do this and get this right. Because I hate when you bake and you get clumps. Because then you get a little clump of powder in there, and oh, it makes me mad. I get mad. People probably think I'm such an angry person. I'm really not. So you want a nice hefty coat on there to bake. So we're gonna build a little bit. But like I said, you don't want chunks on there because it will put chunks on your face. That's why you want a finely milled powder too. This doesn't look very translucent to me. Translucent extra coverage. Okay, if they say so. I thought translucent would be more white, but this actually has like a little tint to it, so. I could be wrong. You girls wrong sometimes. I wish I could play music, but YouTube is like all into the copyright stuff, and you know, can't do that. Also too, don't forget to subscribe, hit the little bell, you know, ring a ding ding. Make sure you change your settings to all videos so you can know when I'm on here. You know, get the little alert, support your girl. Never know, one day I might be YouTube famous. All right, we're gonna bake, bakety bake. So we're gonna leave that on while we do our eyes, and then we will brush it away, and you'll see why we do that. So it comes with this little thing in there. We're gonna put that in a little drawer. I don't use that. So for Christmas, Henry actually ordered me a new vanity mirror. It was really big. I am very excited about it. However, the order got messed up, and in came this little mirror smaller than the one that I have, which the one I have is actually a really good size. I really like it. A bigger one would be great. So that's what he did for Christmas. I'm gonna brush this off my nose. So yeah, and it's from Vanity, Impressions Vanity, which is a company I love. So I was a little disappointed that the order got wrong, because the mirror that we ordered is out of stock. So I don't get it for like 8 weeks now. I love green tea frappuccinos. They're horrible for you. Don't get hooked on them. I mean, it's green tea. It's so healthy for you. It's a lie. It's all lies. The other setting powder I used, I showed in my other video, was the Joa. This is at CVS. It's a K-beauty product. It's a Korean beauty product. And what they believe in is like less is better, which I really, really like. So I really, really enjoy their makeup stuff. I haven't used any of the foundations or anything yet, but we will. So we're actually, for eyes, we're going to step in with the Profusion Sultry palette. Someone had mentioned that this is the one that they wanted me to use, so that's what we're going to step in with. And you can get this at Walmart. However, I just went and was at Walmart for 20 minutes looking to see what else that they had, to see what else we could play with today, and not at my Walmart. My Walmart said no. So you can look at your Walmart and see if it's there. And if not, I really don't know where to tell you to get it because I don't know who else carries Profusion. Sorry, I had to put makeup away while I work. I do not like clutter. After I get my mirror, I want to do a beauty room tour. I think that'll be a lot of fun to do that. I've already hung up a lot of my stuff that I've had. We got a couple things while I was in Texas when we went to Hobby Lobby. The place is dangerous. Dangerous, dangerous. It's a dangerous place to say you're not allowed to spend but this much money. Like, who does that? Husbands learn the word no. Not a fan. Not a fan. So now, let's get started on the eyes. Another thing I was looking for at Walmart too is e.l.f. used to have these little things that you would put on the outside here. A lot of people, you know, they use tape or they use just something that blocks the side. And what it's for is it's for you to make like the beautiful little, it stops the eyeshadow basically. I don't know what you want to call that. And then you just peel them off. And it makes this beautiful line that makes it look like you just know what you're doing. And they don't have them anymore. I looked everywhere, over and over and over and over. I looked through different brands. No other brand has them. So I just kind of gave up on them. So Profusion does come with this nice little brush. Like I said, I love brushes. I don't get rid of them. So it goes in my little brush collection over here. So we of course gonna start off with the nice little fluffy brush. And what color are we gonna step in with now? Ooh, I'm wearing red and black, but it doesn't really matter. I'm not going anywhere. I'm done for the day. I'm gonna have some tacos tonight. Oh, well, I'm having a taco salad because I can't eat the shell, so it doesn't really matter. You know what? I've actually not swatched these, but this blue right here, I mean, look at that. Let's swatch it. Oh, these are soft. These are soft. Oh, wow. This is like purple, actually. It says royalty, so I'm assuming it's more of a purple because, like, Crown Royal's purple. Let's see. Swatching is so funny to me because it only tells a little bit of the story. Not a lot, not the whole story. And swatching is not, you don't depend on swatching. Let me turn. So just because something doesn't swatch the greatest does not mean it won't perform the greatest. And just because something swatches amazing does not mean it will perform amazing. So I think we need to use that color because that color is something else. Ecstatic. These colors are really pretty, actually. Let's try Nightlife, which is a black. It's got some glitteries in there. Whoa. Yeah. So it's a little patchy, but black is really hard, actually. So yeah, if you just actually keep going with it, it actually does fill in pretty nicely. And we're also going to dip into Blitz, which is it's like a metallic shade. Actually, I can feel the glitter flakes in it. So you can use this one as like a topper for these colors. Which actually, with that purple, ooh, your girl be looking snatched. Ooh. So those are the colors. Let's see if it doesn't blur out. So those three colors are really pretty together. But I don't know if I'm going to use those three. But I do think we should definitely use the royalty because, you know, the crown fits, whatever. I also always keep little cheap rags. These I got from Target in those little $1 to $3 racks when you first walk in, which is actually one of my most favorite places ever to shop. Because you get all kind of fun stuff in there. So first we're just going to step in with one of those little nice neutral shades that's going to give us a good transition. So we're just going to stop in and hit some Ideal. Do a little blendy. Also too, I need to do a makeup brush cleaning day. The last time I did that, I actually have this little makeup brush thing where it spins it in the soap. Oh, looked like chocolate milk in a bowl. It was disgusting. It was in my face. You wonder why you get breakouts. Ugh, clean your makeup brushes. Make sure you get a good brush cleaner, and the little makeup mat is fine. You don't have to go get a fancy machine like me. However, it dries your brushes after with a little spinny. so you can use them as soon as you're done. So I do recommend them. However, if you're gonna get one, invest in one. I kind of went just was like, well, I don't think this is even gonna work, so I just bought one. I think it was like $20 or $25. It was not expensive. Oh, so the brushes, if it's a heavier brush, it kind of falls off. So I'm like, okay, well, that didn't work. I'm gonna play with the lighting and see which setting is actually gonna be best, because I was getting a lot of backlighting and I did not like that. So all right, so now we have sat down that transition shade. This video is getting long because I've been running my mouth, so you know, this is gonna be one of those like get ready with me videos. So in the morning, if you're bored and you just want to hear me talk and, you know, throw out some amens and all that stuff, you can just put me on. All right, next we're gonna go in with, we're gonna go in over here with, man, so many colors in this palette. It's just makes my heart warm. Let's go in with, I don't know if I'm gonna go in with Nimble or Slick, because they're both just so fun. Let's go in with both. So let's go with Slick first, which is a blue color. It's really pretty. It's gonna be right here. Let me turn this big giant palette around. It's gonna be this guy right here, okay? So we're gonna do a little tap, because we don't want that extra. And we're gonna put it right in the crease, light, so we know how this color performs. You can build it up, but it's a little harder. You panic a little bit if you put too much on, and if it doesn't blend very well, it's gonna get super like patchy right there, and then you're gonna have to like deepen the color, and it's not gonna be a fun eye look for you. So always start with the light hand. I apologize if the dogs bark soon. Henry will be coming home soon and crashing my video, you know, the whole thing, you know, family. So we're gonna go out a little bit. This color is actually really beautiful. I used my Tati palette the other day. Oh, if you want to invest in a really, really good palette, it's not available right now. She sold out the first time. I actually got mine on a pre-order for the next round. It's an amazing palette. We'll do it one day when I'm using more of a not drugstore makeup, because it's not a cheap palette, but it's an amazing palette. Oh, I was so happy to get it. It's her first one. She's been on YouTube forever. She used to make videos 5 days a week. Girl had it going on. Now she's getting more into family, you know, so she slowed down, but she's also got other businesses to run, so she hasn't really slowed down. So like I said earlier, it's great to see people moving, growing, moving on, that sort of thing. She's been very inspiring to me in a lot of ways. So this is a really pretty color. It's very light. I know it looks a little dark on camera, but it's actually very light in person. Oh, it's very buildable. I actually like how light it is, because I don't want it to make my eyes too dark. Wow. Hey, girl. So next we're going to go in with the purple. It's called Nimble. It's going to be this color right here. And we're going to go kind of on top of that color, but not quite on top of that color. A little blendy trick. We're going to clean our, I always wipe my brushes in between, because Lord knows what color I had on it last. Picked up some color. So this one again, this one is light as well. Wow, these colors are really pretty though. I'm also going to get another, use a different program to do my videos. One that I can actually edit on my computer, because the one I'm using is just for the phone app, which I'm not unhappy with, but I want to get better quality and whatnot. You know, there's only so much I can do on a phone. I mean, maybe I can do it on my iPad, but I'd rather just be able to be on a desktop and actually do it. To me, that's just way easier. And I got a dual screen computer. Henry did that probably a couple years ago. He got 2 dual screens, and boy, it just makes life so much easier when you got 2 screens in front of you. I'm watching YouTube on one while doing things on the other. It's a lot of times how I do my homework is I'm listening to something while I focus on my homework. It's the strangest thing that I've ever done, is to be able to do that. It's really weird. So now we are going to step in with Nightlife. We're gonna do a little smoky smoke. May as well do it. So we're gonna go in with the black over here on each side, and then with that beautiful, beautiful royalty, we're gonna set that down on our eye here. And then I might go on top with the Blitz to give it a little sparkle. We're just going on with a crazy. I'm just going crazy with this palette. This palette's gonna be a lot of fun. I mean, I can do another natural look with this eye, but Sultry to me is just like, hey girl, let's go out, let's leave some footsteps on this town, let's get crazy. I don't get crazy, but one can dream. Oh yeah. So just like the last video I showed, get that V started. And up. I'm not gonna do a lot on this one because those colors are already kind of dark right there. So we're just gonna stamp in. I'm using my vanity mirror behind here to do this. I have a ring light in front of me that holds my phone and whatnot, and then I use my vanity back here. Okay. Same thing on this side. Little tap tap. I think I'm gonna add a little more purple since that black kind of faded it out some. Let's build that purple up some, because I like the purple. Purple's like go Tigers, and that's what I'm talking about. We dominating that SAC. There we go. Let's get some more purple in there. Oh, get in there, girl. Get in that corner. Oh, that purple showed up. Sure did. Wow. I tell you, people sleep on drugstore makeup, and sometimes it's better than the really expensive makeup that you can buy. Like I told you, you don't have to spend a lot of money to get good makeup. Some of the other makeup, yes, you do get better quality, you know, makeup, but not all of it is better. It's a lie. They lie to you. They just want your money. So we're gonna go under our eye with that black. Hey, golly. Oh, that's cute. gonna take some more of that blue that we had when we first started. Go up here, and I'm just gonna do a little blend up there. Just makes it a little more midnight looking. Sultry. I'm going to actually plan a day to use my Conspiracy palette on one of my friends. I'm gonna make her come over, not that she's not willing, and we're going to play with that palette. I want to use some crazy colors and color combinations, and with her personality, it's going to be spectacular. I cannot wait. That's going to be, you know, time to come. So next we are going to apply that beautiful royalty color. I'm going to apply it with my finger since it does have that kind of metallic like build to it. We're going to tap it and we're going to see what happens. Oh, look at it in the light. Girl. Wow, that's beautiful. This color is beautiful, and I like this palette because I can tell you can do a lot of looks with this palette. It is a little bigger, but it's not huge. You know, I have a Morphe palette. That thing is massive. I think it has like 39 shades in it or something, or it could have 40. I don't know. But it's got beautiful colors in it. Wow. So the reason I use the blue, the reason I use the purple, and then is because this color has, it looks like it has both blues and purples in it. So I wanted to use those two colors up here to bring this together, and because it's royalty, smoke it out with that black on the ends, which I think made it look really, really good. The only other thing we're going to do is we're going to take like this little brush right here, this little thin guy right here. I don't use this brush often because I just think it's so weird. I feel like this right here should have been like, I don't know. I don't like this. I feel like I'm going to like scratch my eyes somehow. It freaks me out. I got issues. We're going to go in with that purple that we used on top of the eye. Tap it in there. And we're just going to smoke it out into there too. We're going to use that to kind of blend it all together. This is a great brush for that. Which is, like I said, why I keep these brushes around. Don't throw your brushes away. Unless it's like horsehair. If it's hard. Horses are soft. Add some more purple. Ooh. Hey girl. All right. So now let's take that beautiful Blitz color. I keep Germex on my table too. I'm constantly removing things off my hands, but I'm also allergic to my cats, and in the morning they want a lot of attention, so I'm touching my face and my eyes. Ooh, I gotta get them off of there. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna brush this off of our face. Now you see how it kind of brightened under the under eye? And this is just with the clean brush, nothing on it. And now, if we had any fallout, there's no fallout on the face, which this palette, it didn't have any fallout. That's pretty impressive. That's, again, drugstore brand. People sleep on them. I don't know why. You don't know what you're missing. So let's go ahead and take that Blitz color, which is this color right here. We're going to top it on there. All right. We're just going to tap. We don't want it to overtake that color. We just want to give it a little gold, a little glitter. This would be great for a night out. Like I said, I'm not going anywhere. Maybe my husband will take me to the couch. I don't know. I know he's going to take me to the bar for some tacos. And by bar, I mean our bar. Right there in the center of the house. Christie's Bar and Tacos. That's what I'm calling it. I'm actually a homebody. Which is, you know, since I've been on my new medication, I didn't realize my other medication wasn't really working. But I tell you, when meet me, like if I know you personally, like I'm pretty talkative and stuff like that, but even for my wedding, I was not as outgoing as I feel like I should have been. As a bride, you would have been excited and ready to go and like screaming. Even when I picked out my wedding dress, I was just like, yeah, this is the one. Which I'm not like this big girly girl anyway. Like, you know, when it comes to makeup and stuff, I love it. It's creative. It gets my mind focused. But other than that, I'm not. I don't squeal and do all that stuff unless it's makeup. I realized for a long time my medicine just wasn't working, but my new medicine, praise the gods. That medicine has been such a blessing to me. I used to come home from school and sleep, and I would tell him, no, I've been cleaning the house, and no, I've been doing this. When I got home from work, I would need 30 to 45 minutes to come down, switch gears, get into mom, wife, fiance mode. But now I come home, I cook, I clean. I might not cook, but the thought's there. I don't like cooking unless it's with Henry. I just am not a cooker. I don't like it. Unless it's tacos. I love tacos. But I have so much energy. It can be 10 o'clock at night and I'm still just rolling. I'm still going. And that has been such a huge change for me. I love it. I love that I know myself. I love that I listen to myself. I love that. I do. It took a long time to get me there. But listen to yourself, know yourself. Be good to yourself. Like, treat yourself. I mean, seriously. Anyway, so next we're going to move on to cheeks, because look how pale we are compared to these eyes. Oh, I guess we should probably finish the eyes first. Let's finish the eyes first. So the only other thing I did not get was a liquid eyeliner. Because I have so many and they're open and I didn't want to get another one to open. So one that I'm just going to do is from Ipsy. Ipsy's not expensive. So I have not used a liquid eyeliner from the drugstore in quite some time. So this one's called Beauty for Real Finish Line. So we're just going to go in with this one from Ipsy. So I apologize if you have a favorite liquid liner at the drugstore. Let me know. I'll be glad to try it. We're just going to go in and I do winged eyelashes. Excuse me, eyeliner. This Betty Boop one from Ipsy though, I don't remember how I got this because I'm not an Ipsy person. Oh, I love this liner. When I run out of it, I'm going to be very sad. I love my liner from Benefit, but this baby, oh, this is where it's at. I mean, look at that. Look how easy that was. It's not big. It's not hard. You girls got it. Oh, these eyes are something else. You can love your own eyes. It's okay. Love what you make. One thing I love to do too is when I'm getting ready is to put on YouTube, and that's when I catch up on all my channels and stuff. The other thing is a black eyeliner. I'm just going to use the one from Colourpop because, like I said, it's an in and out drug brand. So I'm just going to go in with that one. There are some really good ones. Covergirl is good. However, if you're wanting to use the white liner, again, I would not do any other liner for white except Colourpop. You have to order it. They're like $5 each. I would order probably 2 because I use mine. I go through mine all the time. However, like I said, I think in a previous video, takes a long time to go through them. I ordered the vault of liners, and this is a few of them. Like, it comes in all kinds of colors. Oh, Too Faced better than sex. Haven't used that one in a while. But I love names. So next we are going to step in with one of the new mascaras I picked up today. This is from L'Oreal. This one is called the Voluminous Feline Noir. I've never seen this before. I saw it today and I was like, well, that just sounds feisty and catty. And well, I'm feeling all the above today. If I can get it out of this package, I'd feel really good. So let's see what this is all about. Looks like it's got a really nice applicator. I only wear black mascara. I don't wear brown. I have brown. I actually have two things of brown mascara. One open, one not. Because in the Peach collection from Colourpop, I ordered the whole collection. It did come with a brown mascara. Curl, curl, curl. A lot of girls make a mistake when they're curling their lashes. They crank down on them. Don't do that. You're going to cut them. A lot of people think I wear fake lashes too. I wear fake lashes maybe a couple times a year. Maybe. I do the 614s from Salon Perfect. They're at Walmart. You get them in a collection, a little pack of, I think, 6 or 8. I can't remember. They're so cheap and they're so good. They're very natural. They look like a normal lash you have every day. So my lashes are naturally long. I almost lost my lashes when I was in 7th grade, so I do not mind bragging about my lashes. So we're going to go in. We're going to do upwards first. On the outside, kind of pull outwards. Go up. I don't blink and do it. I may kind of close my eye a little bit, and that's just put a little pressure on the brush. I also have super long lashes, so a lot of times I will hit up here and it will get on there. Don't panic. Secret. Use your little spoolie. We'll remove it when it's dry. Don't do it when it's wet. So one thing about this volumizing mascara is I like the way you can hold it. I do wish that this was just a little thicker. I know that they had the small teeth or bristles, whatever you want to call them, just to kind of get in between each of your lashes. Remember, on the edge, pull out. And do a little bit. But I don't know, like the Too Faced Bed and Sex, I'll show you that one. It has a super, super thick wand on it. And this is also, you know, like a volumized mascara. Do you see how different those are? Very, very different. I like the way this one's built better than the smaller one. That's just a personal choice. That does not mean it's not going to perform as well, because it does feel really good. See how I got it up there? There's a little black speck up there. We're gonna get that off. Don't worry. I used to panic, and I just don't panic anymore. There are beauty secrets that get those things off. Need to put some color on these eyebrows. Ooh. So the next thing we're gonna do is give our lashes on the lower part a little love. Not a lot, just a little. Ooh, a little much right there. Give them little taps, little back and forth motion. Same thing over here. Can anyone really hold their face like closed, their mouth closed when doing mascara? I can if I think about it, but if I'm not, that thing drops open. Weird, isn't it? Now, on top, how I build up volume on my lashes is, do this a little longer, go downwards, brush them down, get it on top, and then go back up. That will thicken your lashes. See the difference between one lash versus the other? So you can't really see those. But over here. So that's how you build up the lash volume on your lashes. And that's usually why people think that I have fake lashes on. It's because they look super thick. But the trick is in your mascara. All right, so that again, of course, is the L'Oreal Voluminous Feline Noir Mascara. So I actually do like how that feels. Now we are going to move on to our face. We are going to step in with the Colourpop, just to bronze us up a little bit. Again, you're going to go on that angle of your face. We already went over this product, so we're just gonna skip. I didn't want this to be so much as like a drugstore overview type thing. Talk about the products, yes, but I also wanted to just kind of have conversation too. And do your face as well. Bring that forehead down. And I'll bring it down to kind of go into my neck a little bit. Okay, that's that. Now we're going to go into blush. And let's use, I like the peach blushes because it just gives you like a little something. Again, you can't really lose with Colourpop. I've yet to meet a Colourpop thing I did not like. All right, there it is. So the next drugstore products we're going to use, there are two different ones. So we're just going to do one on each face because I like both of these. One, of course, is the Maybelline Master Chrome. This is like a gold highlight. I really, really like this one. The other one is from e.l.f. I like this one as well. And this one, this is just more of a pretty highlight. I like to use my finger on this one. Just gives you like a little pretty color. So we're gonna bump some on our nose. Gives you a little highlight there. Put some here. Little down our nose. We're gonna put some on our chin. Cupid's bow. And then sometimes I just go above here, here, and on my forehead a little bit. I just kind of do that. So now we are going to use the Master Chrome here and under here. I always highlight under my eyebrows and I highlight on the inner corner of my face. We're gonna highlight here. This is the Jeffree Star highlighting brush. It is the, this is Morphe by Jeffree Star, and it is the, God, I can't see that, JS4. So now the product I use in my eyebrows from the drugstore, I use two different ones. e.l.f. has a really good one. Well, e.l.f. has an okay one. It's not my favorite. The color is kind of off, but I like the Covergirl. This is just Covergirl eyebrow. Looks like this. This is a dupe for the Anastasia Brow Wiz. It's like, it's $8. The girl will do you good. Brush them up. Eyebrows are very hard. I get a lot of questions about my eyebrows. They are trailer park cousins if I ever seen it. So all I do literally is go in, draw it out a little bit, try to go upwards. I started to trim my eyebrows a little bit, and that just kind of helps them stay in a little bit of a shape. But I tell you what, when you get out here, oh, most difficult things in the world. Eyebrows are not fun. At least mine aren't. But you just want to do a little less shading when you get out here. And that's literally all I do. Do a little color down there and up here. Kind of make little strokes like you're making little hairs. That's it. That's all I do. I gave up a long time ago trying to make these things perfect. This one's even worse because it's missing a lot of hair right here. I don't even know what happened. It's like someone just came in and snatched my eyebrows one night. I probably got into a, I don't know, probably plucked them one night and they just decided to not ever grow back. Same thing, you just want a little color this way and let it go into like a little natural tail. It's a little tricky using your phone. All right. And I just try not to think too hard because, like I said, you're not going to get them to look the same. They're not ever going to be 100% perfect. And I do a soft brown color on mine. We're gonna fix that. I always keep Q-tips in here just for little moments like that where you just need to get a little touch up going. Here we go. We're gonna leave them alone because they're never gonna be perfect, remember. All right, so next we're gonna go in with that Master Chrome highlight on the face and we're gonna start glowing to the gods. So we just put that little brush in there. It does not take a lot of this highlight. Tap. And you already have a nice soft glow going. You can definitely build this up if you're one of those girls who just like to glow, 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 glow. Build it, girl. You just gotta be careful when you're highlighting because you want the eyes to focus, to know what to focus on. So if you're wearing too much shimmery everywhere, the eyes don't know where to focus on your face. So you don't wear a lot of shimmer here. You don't want a lot of shimmer bronzers and stuff if you're gonna wear a lot of highlight. So if you're gonna wear a lot of bronzers and stuff, I would probably say skip your highlights because otherwise people's eyes don't know where to focus on your face. So that we are also going to put on the inner corners of our eyes. And under our eyebrows. All right, so that's it. Just a little bit of glow with those eyes. I am in love with this eye look. I'm just not even gonna lie to you. So next we are going to put on a lip color that I picked up. It is the Maybelline Superstay 24 color. And it just so happens to be a little bit of a purple color too, which I have no idea how this is gonna look, but we're gonna try it. Don't get hooked on those. It's not good for you. Okay. Do a little lip scrub real quick. So this lip scrub is coconut flavored. It's from Colourpop. And I just do them because I wear a lot of matte colors. And if I chew my lips a lot because I'm demented. Plus this tastes really good. But I want it to lay down flat and actually look good. So I do lip scrubs. I try to do them often, but I usually forget. So this is what the packaging looked like. I think this is around $8 as well. A lot of the products, I try to keep everything like under $10. The most expensive thing is the foundation. I think it's like $11 for this giant thing. It's a pump, which I like. However, I always think too with pumps, you get a lot of wasted product because it's like down in there. But what you gonna do? I like the tubes. However, I always worry that the tubes are gonna get punctured and out comes all your stuff. So I think it's, you know, there's always something, pros and cons to each kind of packaging. So lip scrub, rub it together, and then I take my lip rag, I press. Really want that color off. Also gets that off my lids. Okay, so now we are going to, I don't know what that is. We're gonna learn how to use this first of all. Better bust out that package I just threw away. That ain't it. Oh, here it is. So, it's anti-transfer, which is awesome. Step 1, lip color. Step 2, balm, top coat. Good, it comes with instructions. So, this right here, it has a, I think it was a 24 month wear on it, which I was like, why? Yes. 24-month open container. You can't really see it. It's right there. Yeah. It's not going to focus on it. Anyway, I am very impressed with things that last 2 years because most don't. Wow, this is purple. Okay, we going for it. I did not realize how purple this was. I thought it was going to be more of like a mauve color, but let's do it. It's not ugly, but it's not an everyday color for me. Having to like really apply this, so I don't know if I'd recommend this or not. Let's see. Not a fan. Not a fan. Can't even get it to go on there. That's what's crazy. So, yeah. It's not. Wow. Definitely gets on the teeth. So, all right, let me put this on here if it rips my lips apart. So I actually don't mind the color that much. It's not a color I would ever wear again. Wow. Okay, it's actually cute, but like I said, it's not a color I'd ever reach for. Again, it's not one I actually intend on buying because in here, to me, it looks more of a mauve-y color, but in person, it's purple. So we're gonna finish up with the Milani Make It Dewy. I like dewy finishes. Sometimes I like matte finishes, so we're just gonna I always spray a lot of that. One thing at the end, kind of fan yourself a little bit. Get you a handheld fan, piece of paper, doesn't matter. Take your beauty blender, tap your face. That just kind of pushes in that little finishing spray, and you are finished. I feel like that stuff is just all over my teeth. So I would probably, this is a first impressions too, so I suppose. So I would probably skip on the Maybelline Superstay 24 color in this color. I can't speak on the other colors because it doesn't feel bad. I don't mind the color. However, I had to apply a lot of coats. It actually looks really good with this eye look in person. And, yeah, I don't know. It's a little, wow, okay. The mascara, I do love the mascara. So if you want a good drugstore mascara, that one's really good. I will tell you too, the Peacock mascara, I think it's Peacock. It's really pretty. It's green, looks like a peacock. I love that mascara too. My sister actually turned me on to that a while ago, and I just ran out and never bought more. That one is really good too. But anyway, thank you for hanging out with me, for listening to me blab about all kinds of things today. I hope that you set really, really good goals, growth, whatever you want to call it, in place for 2020. And yeah. Please like my video, comment below, make conversations with me, share my videos. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring the little bell down below. And for today, that is it. Again, the shade I used today is Classic Ivory. It did really, really match me. As you can see, our eyes are nice and bright. The trick I forgot to show you on the well is gone. But you would just flick it like this on your mascara. Look at these colors. I mean, seriously, they turned out pretty freaking bomb. I'm not gonna lie. I'm very happy with this makeup look. So, if you have any questions, let me know. Again, the next video we'll either do a half face dupes, or we can do luxury makeup. I am going to be using, like I said, Conspiracy palette on one of my friends with a lot of fun colors. If I don't break into it before, then on myself. But I think it'd be a lot of fun on her. I want to do some fun hair with her. Anyway, thanks again too. This video is a lot longer than I had planned, but I really, really wanted to be candid with you, just to get to know you a little bit. You get to know me, that sort of thing. If you have any suggestions for a future video, please, please comment down below and let me know. Anyways, I wish you all of you, the absolute best in the future. And I hope at the end of the year we can reflect on this and see where everyone ended up. I know that 2020, I think, is going to be a really, really, really positive year. And I look forward to hearing about everyone's changes that are coming. So thank you guys all. Bless each and every one of you. Yeah, let's have some more fun in another video. Have a good one, guys.